The news at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening and welcome. We're starting this evening with a search for a suspect. SAPD looking for a driver accused of hitting a pedestrian and not stopping to help. So take a look. This happened just before midnight on the I-10 exit ramp by South New Braunfels Avenue. Police saying the victim, a 23-year-old man, found dead at the scene, and the driver who hit him nowhere to be seen. So it wasn't until the man's body was hit by a second driver on the road that police were called. Now, that second driver did stop to help out. Police are still investigating. And speaking of investigations, well, police have another investigation underway after a shootout between a suspect and officers ended with the suspect being shot in the shoulder. This is what we know right now. This all unfolded this morning on Westland Drive. That's near Westwood Terrace Elementary School. Police Chief William McManus speaking to the media, telling us officers were responding to calls of a man who was on drugs and had a gun. And when officers arrived to this house, the suspect started shooting back at the officers. The officers fired back, hitting the suspect in the shoulder. That suspect taken to the hospital for his injury. It is still unclear what charges he'll be facing. Well, in November, Border Patrol made 191,113 arrests for illegal border crossings from Mexico. Now, break that down. That's a daily average, more than 6,000 border crossings. Now, technically, that's down 8% from November of 2022, but still, that's the fourth monthly increase that we've seen since July. Authorities reporting surging numbers this month of December. Arrests, and some days, more than 10,000 people. But it is Christmas, and as a portion of these families make their way here to the Alamo City, our local people, they want to step up and help out. So if you drove around today, you probably saw hundreds of migrants outside the Resource Center on San Pedro. Northside community members, they stepped up and helped out. Our Avery Everett, she was there speaking with organizers who say they wanted to do their part this season of giving.
Hundreds of people here are all getting hot meals. On this Christmas Eve, community members say they want to show up for the people who are stopping through San Antonio and seeking shelter here in America. Just across the street from the city's Migrant Resource Center, community members offered up hot meals, bottled water, even clothes and shoes to those trying and waiting along San Pedro. This comes as a migrant influx at the border is being seen and felt here in San Antonio. For organizers here, they say the goal is to bring a sense of humanity and hope with the holidays here.
That's just bringing back humanity. Let's forget about the ugly rhetoric that we hear. Let's just all come together and solve this problem that we have, these issues that we have that have been going on forever and ever.
The city's dashboard shows more than 578,000 migrants have arrived here in San Antonio over the past 2 years. We'll continue this conversation tonight on the Night Beat and show you more efforts happening here across the holiday weekend. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Avery. So with this recent surge comes confusion, especially for families seeking asylum. So at the border, there are whispers that an important app used to vet these families' applications, well, there are whispers that that application is being shut down. Others, well, they're being led to believe that designated ports of entry, well, grant them immediate safe passage. Rumors among the migrant community on both sides of the border, they've spread in recent weeks, many of them saying they were told migrants can enter the country legally to claim asylum, and those processes, they'd be going away at the end of the year. Now, one of those, well, the CBP app for phones. It's used by migrants to apply for asylum. But some El Paso officials, they are saying the app is not shutting down. It's actually going to remain active for use throughout 2024.
The Mexican consulate is trying to counter some misinformation that's being spread as it relates to the potential ending of CBP-1. Once the word gets out, the rumor starts to spread, but the next few days will tell us what's going to be happening.
And that's not the only possibly incorrect rumor spreading amongst the migrants. Reports show they've also been told that the International Border Safety Initiative 36 marker is an official port of entry. Border Patrol says it is not.
The migrant community refers to this point as La Puerta 36, which translates to door 36, which makes it seem like it's a door, right, an entryway into the U.S. That is completely false.
El Paso shelters said that this wrong information could be another huge factor that's leading to the recent surge we see. Rocket fire from Hamas aimed at Israel and the continued ground operation and airstrikes in Gaza. Regardless of the holiday season, the war in the Middle East wages on. Rick Damigella brings us more on how the war's impact is having on this year's Christmas celebration in one of the holiest places across the world.
The Israel-Hamas war casting a shadow of suffering over this year's Christmas.
Christmas is supposed to be a time of goodwill to all men and peace on earth.
Bethlehem, revered as the birthplace of Jesus by Christians and also deemed sacred in Judaism and Islam, remains hauntingly silent this holiday. Local leaders limiting festivities to show support for Palestinians amid Israel-Hamas clashes in Gaza. Pope Francis expressing his heartfelt concerns regarding the continued conflict Sunday from Vatican City.
Let us be near our brothers and sisters who are suffering because of war. Let's think of Palestine, Israel, Ukraine.
As Israel expands military ground operations, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu honored at least 10 Israeli soldiers who were killed Saturday.
The war is exacting a very heavy cost from us. However, we have no choice but to continue to fight.
President Biden highlighted his weekend conversation with Netanyahu, emphasizing a discussion on objectives and phases. Netanyahu reaffirming his steadfast commitment for complete victory.
We shall win this war and secure our common values and our common future.
I'm Rick Damigella reporting.
We have a lot more to come here on the news at 5:30. Scientists saying 2023, one of the hottest years on record. We're going to talk about some of these records being broken and what we saw here in the Lone Star State. Plus, the IRS helping on some small businesses who may have mistakenly claimed a tax credit during COVID without facing any penalties. We're going to learn more about this next. Welcome back. Taxes are tricky, and during the pandemic, they were even more confusing, especially when it came to tax credits. Well, if you messed up, you may have a chance to come forward without any real repercussions. The IRS unveiling a voluntary disclosure program for businesses that claimed a pandemic-era tax credit in error and want to pay the money back. So the Employee Retention Tax Credit, it was designed to help small businesses during the pandemic. The way it worked, businesses could get thousands of dollars per employee, and they'd get that money in tax credits. Here's the thing. Some of them filed for it fraudulently, and some firms even confirming they pushed employers to wrongfully claim it, leading to some doing without knowing. Now, the IRS letting those businesses pay back 80% of what they received, calling it even. All right, scientists saying that 2023, one of the hottest years on record. So hot, they believe the Earth has not seen these types of temperatures for 125,000 years. Anecdotally, Phoenix, it had 31 days straight of more than 110-degree days, and their rate of heat deaths, it climbed up to 25%. Meanwhile, here in Texas, the Tribune saying El Paso and Austin also had long historic stretches. Both cities having more than 40 100-degree days in a row. That made this year's summer the second hottest we've had on record. But fun fact, according to statistics website, Texas has the second most solar power generation in the United States, only trailing California. And Mia, today, the sun ended up shining pretty brightly.
It certainly did. Yep, and of course we were no strangers to those hot temperatures this summer. Here in San Antonio, it was the hottest summer on record in 2023. Yes, we've seen plenty of sunshine return this afternoon after a very rainy and soggy start. We're having a front move through, and that's actually going to set us up for a very nice Christmas day. Although it is going to be a bit breezy, especially for Santa coming to town overnight. Some gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour are expected into Christmas morning. A chilly morning, 40s leading in a very cool afternoon. We'll get you all those details coming up after the break.
Welcome back. I got to be honest, woke up this morning, there was lightning, there was rain. Turned out to be a gorgeous day.
It was a little noisy this morning. We'll actually take a look at some of those rainfall totals from what we saw overnight and early this Sunday in just a second. But yeah, we saw plenty of sunshine take back over this afternoon, actually helped temperatures climb into the 70s. I want to get you to what everybody's wondering, though. What does Christmas Day look like for us here in South Central Texas? So the rain and storms that we had move through earlier today, that was all ahead of a cool front that's been pushing through this afternoon. Drier air is
going to move in, so it's going to be a chilly start tomorrow in the low 40s, but feeling like the 30s when you factor in 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It will be a cool, dry, and pleasant afternoon, though. A mix of sun and clouds, a high temperature topping off in the upper 50s, right around that 60-degree mark. Okay, told you we talk about those rainfall totals from last night. Over half of an inch here in San Antonio, same up in Bernie as well as Kerrville and stretching over to the Lakey area. Not so high of a rainfall total just off to our south in Pleasanton, just under a 1/10 of an inch. You can see just under half of an inch on the east side in Converse as well as Schertz, over 4/10 of an inch up in New Braunfels. So definitely we'll take anything that we can get as we continue to try and chip away at the drought that we've just seen in place across south central Texas. And of course, as we get ready to wrap up 2023 in the rainfall department. But yes, we've got the sunshine that has returned. That rain, as well as the front, has shifted eastward. Plenty of rain across portions of the deep south, even stretching up across portions of Arkansas, Missouri, and up into the upper Midwest there as well. There's a second front behind this initial boundary. That's going to be moving through overnight. What's going to allow those gusty north winds to kick up through the overnight hours and make for a cooler Christmas Day and really a cooler upcoming week there as well. So let's talk about that. You can see there's the clear skies in place. 71 degrees right now here in San Antonio, dew point of 43. So we're already seeing that drier air punch into the region. 74 on the south side at Stinson, upper 60s for places like Bulverde as well as Canyon Lake, 63 in Bernie, 67 out west in Uvalde. Later on this evening, temperatures turning cool. Upper 50s expected by 9 p.m. under mostly clear skies, low 50s by midnight. And then after that is really when we're expecting those gusty north winds to kick on. Right now we have a few wind gusts already being clocked in, upwards of about 20 to 25 miles per hour. I think overnight and just before sunrise, we could see wind gusts upwards of about 30 miles per hour at times. So go ahead and secure those outdoor holiday decorations, any loose lawn items, just to be on the safe side before heading to bed. Here's a look at your overnight lows by wake up time tomorrow morning. Upper 30s, low 40s. So it is going to be a cold start. And when you factor in those wind gusts, feels like temperatures will be in the 30s for most of us. So 43 degrees for the actual air temperature here in town. First thing tomorrow, 41 in Canyon Lake, 46 over in Floresville. I do think we will see some mid and high level clouds pass across the south central Texas sky at times. Other than that, and the winds in the morning, it's going to be a very nice and cool Christmas day for us here in San Antonio. 55 degrees at lunchtime, upper 50s approaching that 60-degree mark as we head into the afternoon. Looking ahead to next week, cold mornings followed by comfortable afternoons in store. A quiet weather pattern takes over as we wrap up 2023. So coats in the morning and then still cool and pleasant into the afternoon with sunshine. All right, we've been tracking Santa all day and we will continue to do so this evening. Santa was last seen in England. Check that out. Over 4.3 billion presents have been delivered so far. So we'll have another update later on tonight on the Night Beat as Santa starts to make his way closer to the United States, Max.
All right. Thank you, Mia. Cowboys are in action right now, but Mary, I know a lot of Texans fans out there just wanted to win this Christmas season.
They did, and it's so important right now because the Texans have had a chance today to earn a pivotal win as far as the AFC wildcard race goes. But the Cleveland Browns and Amari Cooper were too much to handle. We'll break it all down along with the rest of the NFL slate. Plus, Arizona arrived to town today, and now Oklahoma is here. Arizona arrived yesterday ahead of Thursday's Alamo Bowl between the two heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
The Houston Texans are trying to stay in the AFC playoff race with the Cleveland Browns in town. Let's get to it. Second quarter, Joe Flacco tosses a dime to Amari Cooper. Cooper takes it to pay dirt. A 75-yard touchdown. Browns up 14. Texans answer immediately. Dameon Pierce returns the kick, 98 yards for Houston's first touchdown of the game. But this day had Amari Cooper written all over it. Cooper set a franchise record with 265 yards receiving and scored 2 TDs as Cleveland wins 36-22. Houston drops to 8-7 overall. Head coach DeMeco Ryans taking the blame for the loss today.
We got to play better, right? And it starts with me. I got to coach better. That's the first thing I told our guys. For me, obviously it wasn't good enough today, and it all starts with me. And that's what I told our guys. It starts when I have to do better, right? And we have to play better.
All right, the Dallas Cowboys are in Miami this evening with a chance to prove the doubters wrong with the road win over the Dolphins. Dallas is 3-4 on the road, undefeated at home. Both the Dolphins and Cowboys enter the Week 16 matchup 10-4 overall. And let's check in on this game. The kickoff was at 3:25, and Miami leads Dallas 19-13 in the fourth quarter. It was CeeDee Lamb who caught a 49 TD pass in the first quarter. Miami still in front. All right, the Texans could use a Colts loss to keep a wild card spot in reach. Indianapolis at Atlanta. Running back Jonathan Taylor gets the Colts on the board, punching it in from a yard out. Falcons answer soon after. Taylor Heineke looks left and locates Kyle Pitts for the touchdown, and it was all Atlanta from there. Falcons win 29-10. Detroit trying to do something it hasn't accomplished in 30 years at Minnesota this afternoon. First half, after a Kirby Joseph interception, Lions rookie Jahmyr Gibbs walks it in for the 11-yard TD. Right before halftime, Vikings QB Nick Mullins lets it fly, and Justin Jefferson makes the incredible grab in the end zone, gives Minnesota the lead. But Detroit fights back, up 30-24, and this INT seals the deal. Lions partying like it's 1993, clinching their first division title in 3 decades. Over in Nashville, 8-7 Seattle at 5-10 Tennessee. Fourth quarter, Seahawks trailing, but not for long as Geno Smith connects with DK Metcalf in the corner of the end zone for the 11-yard touchdown. Tennessee converts on its fourth down attempt midway through the final frame, and it leads to a Derrick Henry rushing score from 2 yards out. Seattle down 13-7 now on 3rd and goal. Smith goes to the air, and Colby Parkinson hauls it in for what would become the game-winning score. Seahawks come out on top 20-17 the final, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Tampa Bay leads the Jacksonville Jaguars 30-12 now in the fourth quarter. If the Jags lose this game, the Texans, Colts, and Jacksonville will still be all tied with an 8-7 record in the AFC South. It's a very tight race with 2 weeks left after today. Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama was a late scratch against the Dallas Mavericks last night after spraining his ankle in just a freak accident during warm-ups. Wembanyama stepped on a ball boy's foot, rolling his ankle, and out of caution, the Spurs ultimately kept him out of the game. His presence was certainly missed. The Spurs fell to the Mavericks 144-119. San Antonio now 1-21 in its last 22 outings. A big area of emphasis for the young team right now is getting the ball to Wembanyama when he's on the court.
I think, I don't know, it's tough. We got to get to it, get the boot to him, and just, let him work there. But something we got to work on. I think we're all working really hard, and, it's not like we're just, completely missing him and we don't want to pass it to him. But we do have to do that, so yeah.
The team has said all week they want to be able to play better to each other's strengths. All right, San Antonio next hosts Utah on Tuesday for a 7 o'clock tip-off.
Anxious to get back and ready to work. Got a great, opportunity this week. Trying to put in the work that it requires to have a chance to win.
Head coach Brett Venables and the Oklahoma football team has arrived in the Alamo City ahead of the 2023 Valero Alamo Bowl. Arizona got into town yesterday. Both programs make for the highest ranked matchup outside of the college football playoff and New Year's Six. The Wildcats enter ranked 14th and the Sooners 12th. Kickoff is Thursday inside of the Alamo Dome. At 8:15 in the evening, we'll hear from both teams tonight on Instant Replay, so be sure to tune in tonight.
All right, Mary, thank you so much. If you saw my head go down during the Cowboys game, it's because Tony Pollard easily could have walked in for a touchdown, which had implications for my fantasy team. He just refused.
Oh, no. Yeah. Hate to see it.
It's all right. All right, we got a lot more to come on the news at 5:30. We'll be right back. That is all the time for now. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tonight on the Night Beat.